I don't usually do unboxing videos for regular things that I buy for myself. I usually leave those for like rigging videos, whatever. But recently I was twiddling around on Tackle Warehouse and I found something interesting. So I think I brought up before that I use the Willow Vibe for trout fishing, and it works surprisingly well. Well, now they have micro chatterbaits. Oh, there's another mini. How many of these? I think I got 3 or 4 of the micros. Yeah, so there's a white one. There's green pumpkin. That's not a mini. That's not a mini. There's a mini. So I got white, black and blue, chartreuse with the black fleck on the side. Another white one. White. Solid white. Okay. So I thought this was going to look more like a... Okay, we'll open that up because it does. And then, of course, I picked up a Vision 110 because it comes in a rainbow trout color, which is awesome for up in the Pacific Northwest because we don't really have shad up here. So that's unrelated. That doesn't matter. And then I got a whole pile of razor shad because I needed to restock some of the stuff I had. Plus, I needed them for new chatterbaits that I got. So on top of the black and blue that I've already got, I went ahead and picked up more, or I've also got the red. The Ayu, just the regular white, because I've got some white chatterbaits for later in the season. Green pumpkin, because I was out. And the deal, because I was out. So those really aren't a thing. And then this is just instructions and shit. Whatever. We don't care about that stuff. Let's get back to these cool little guys. So, I've been using the Willow Vibe, and I've been putting a Guggen Baits Rattling Ned on the back of it. The pink one, to be specific. And why they hit the pink one? They won't touch that Willow Vibe with like a chartreuse one on there, or like a green pumpkin one on there, or whatever. And I'm talking about trout when I say this, because I haven't caught a bass on a Willow Vibe yet. I keep catching trout on it. And I was thinking to myself, well, it'd be like, you know, it'd be really cool if they would come out with a super tiny chatterbait with a skirt and everything that I could use for trout. So this hook, everybody's going to be like, oh, well, that hook is too big to catch trout. That's not true. That hook is too big to catch little trout. I don't want to catch the little trout. I mean, I caught a kokanee on my Willow Vibe. Just cast it out and just rolled it back in like 40 feet of water. For whatever reason, just trout hate the vibrations. So this one is the white one, which you can barely see, but there's silver speck in it, like little flakes of silver glitter inside that skirt. So that's why I ordered the regular white one too. Oh, come on. There we go. Straight white, solid white, little bitty. I think it's interesting to note on these that these have the same style eyed jig head, or the same weighted head as the jackhammer, and it's got the same style of clasp on it as the jackhammer, which makes me think that this is essentially just a little bitty baby super finesse jackhammer, which would be awesome, because there are certain instances where, you know, if you fish with chatterbaits a lot, you'll know that you'll switch to like a mini max if you need less vibrations, or you can go to a big blade if you want a big heavy vibration, and you go that jackhammer if you just want to watch the water just kind of ripple. yeah, so here's the black and blue one. Little bitty. And even the color on the blade is the same as the jackhammer. So that's cool. Got the chartreuse one. Got the chartreuse one because why not get the chartreuse one? And these were really, really cheap too. I think they were like $2 or $3 each, which is nothing compared to other chatterbaits. Because I mean, the jackhammer's like 16 to 20 bucks depending on where you go. But yeah, there's the chartreuse one. Little gold blade. So these are really, really neat. And to give you an idea for size comparison, yeah. So there's that. There's that. Oop. And there's a little vibe. And oh, that's a mini max. Okay. So this is the 3/8 jackhammer in green pumpkin. All right. This is the 1/4 ounce micro. Just for size comparison. It's like the blades are so close too. The way it angles back. Because the regular chatterbait, it is not quite like that. And the rigging for it is different, so it has a different motion. See how this is kind of like a twisted eye and eye, while the jackhammer has almost like a swivel loop on it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. But the micro is identical. And then you've got the big blade. Oh. Big blade. And then here's Mini Max. I stepped on this one. It still works fine though. I just bent it back. And then the Willow Vibe. I've been catching a lot of trout on the Willow Vibe, either in the 1/2 ounce or the 3/8 with a ripped in half rattling Ned from Guggen. I have not caught anything on the Willow Vibe that wasn't with a rattling Ned trailer for trout. And that's just what it is. Yeah. But just for size comparison, very different sizes. We'll go ahead and open up these minis. So I just bought 2 minis in colors that I didn't already have the Mini Max, because I was just curious if there was a difference between the Mini and the Mini Max. Where'd that Mini Max go? No. The Mini and the Mini Max are identical. Except for this is a hand-tied wire skirt, and this is just a more generic skirt. So for half the price, you get a generic rubber banded skirt. For a little bit more, you get the wire-tied skirt. Otherwise, these are identical. Blade, everything, the same. So I'm glad I didn't order colors in the Mini Max that I already had. Because the Minis and the Mini Max are almost identical with the difference of the skirt. Ooh, I should look at the hook keeper. No hook keeper on the Mini. Here's your green pumpkin Mini. No hook keeper. Mini Max. I believe this had, yeah. It's got 2 barbs made into the weight. And the new micros, they have, there's nothing. Micros and the new Mini, they don't have a hook keeper. While like the jackhammer has the 2 wire hooks, kind of a pain to get baits on it, but they do not come off. But yeah, that's the new exciting things. And if you're looking to get any trailers for any of your chatterbaits, especially like the 3/8 size ones and stuff like that, 3/8 half, 3/4. I actually even have a 3/4 one. Where'd that box go? Here we go. I don't know why I bought it, but I have a 3/4 ounce green pumpkin chatterbait. Anyway, so that's a big guy. If you're gonna buy a trailer, I highly recommend just go with the razor shad. There are other good options out there, and I do sometimes use paddle tails, or I'll put a boot tail on it, depending on what it is. These new micros, I'm probably just gonna put like maybe a grub tail on it. Probably won't even be elastic. I might just try it without a trailer and see what it does. But these are super neat, and I cannot wait to try these out, see what they do. Yeah, so that is the end of my chatterbait talk for the day, and my new chatterbait minis and the micros. Little guys. Look. 8 pounds. Let me just see what size. And it doesn't say what size the hook is. Anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in again, guys. Got anything else that you want to see, or any questions that you have about chatterbaits? Because I'm not gonna lie, I fish chatterbaits pretty hard. I normally always have one tied on. I always have either a swim jig or a chatterbait tied on, and they just catch fish. Yeah, there's no complaining about it. They just catch fish. They just work. And yeah, that's it, guys. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.